let's talk about the first signs and symptoms of pregnancy. So these are the signs that will indicate that there's a high chance that you are already pregnant. So this is a question that a lot of women ask me in my WhatsApp, in my inbox, and they ask me that can this sign show that I'm already pregnant? So in this video, I'm going to talk about everything, all the signs, all the possible signs that will show you that you are already pregnant, and that whenever you go and do a pregnancy test, it will indicate that you are already pregnant. So if you have been working hard with your husband, or you have been working hard with your boyfriend so that you can get a kid, so this is some of the positive signs that will indicate that should make you happy and should indicate that you are already pregnant. On the other hand, if you have not been planning to have sex, so this is bad news to you. If you have not been planning to have a kid, I have bad news to you, because the signs which I'm going to talk about today will indicate that you are already pregnant. So if you had sex, you had unprotected sex, maybe you used an emergency contraceptive pills, or maybe you miscalculated your safe days and you had sex on the days which you are not safe. These are the signs that will show you that there's a high chance, there's a high possibility that you are already pregnant. So welcome to my channel. For those who are new to my channel, my name is Maxwell Abwire, and in this channel I discuss about different health related topics. So I just want to remind you to please subscribe. For those who have not subscribed to my channel, don't forget to put a like on the video, and also don't forget to put a comment down in the comment section below. Let me hear your thoughts about the things which I'm going to discuss in this video. So with that said, let's get started.
I be so sick of you niggas, y'all contradict me. I be so bold myself when you come and fuck me. I feel so ordinary, except when you around me. Treat me like water while you wear me out. Arguments, you air me out. Tripping about you.
Welcome. So the first sign which I'm going to discuss, the first symptom which I'm going to discuss in this video today is missing your menstrual periods. So this occurs whereby you have been expecting to have your menstrual periods, but it has delayed for some days, some weeks, or even some few months. So this is an indication that if you have been having unprotected sex, you had sex but you did not use a condom, or you did not use emergency contraceptive pills, or you had sex in the days whereby you are not safe, there's a possibility that already fertilization already occurred. So menstruation will not occur. Menstruation does not occur. Menstruation only occurs when fertilization has not occurred, and fertilization only occurs whereby there's the sperms and the the female eggs have already met and fertilized. So missing your menstrual period is a first sign that indicate that there's a possibility that you are already pregnant. But missing of your menstrual periods can also indicate other things. It can indicate that probably you are using a family planning method. All the family planning methods have a possibility of making you to miss your menstrual periods. Sometimes the missing of your menstrual periods can come out when you are doing a lot of physical exercises. You are doing a lot of strenuous exercises, or when you are fasting. This is whereby we have some women who fast for a long period of time so that they can lose weight. It can also indicate that you are stressed, you're undergoing a case of stress and depression. And it can also indicate that there's a possibility that you have changed your environment. It can be an effect of climatization, whereby you have moved from one place to another. So the body is trying to adjust to that new environment. So missing of your menstrual periods can indicate that. The second sign that can show you that you are pregnant, and this does not occur to many women. It occurs to just some few ladies. So there's something called the implantation bleeding. So by that time whereby you have been expecting to have your menstrual periods, that around that days whereby you have been expecting to have your menstrual period, you will notice that there's a presence of something called the spotting, or something called just some show of blood. instead of you having blood coming out of your having menstruation for 3 or 4 days, or the number of days which you always have your menstruation, you'll notice that there's only a presence of a small spot of blood coming out as a form of menstruation. So this can also be an indication that you are already pregnant, because that small blood is something called the implantation bleeding, and this comes out when implantation has already occurred, and this will show that this when implantation has already occurred, that means that you are already pregnant. The other sign of pregnancy is morning sickness. Morning sickness. So this is whereby you find that you just wake up in the morning, you feel very, very tired. This can you can become very tired despite you having just enough sleep. Also in the morning, you find that you experience a lot of headache and dizziness. You just wake up with this severe headache. You feel some dizziness, whereby you might even fall just by waking up from the bed. And sometimes you find that you just wake up very, very confused. Also, you find that you might experience nausea and vomiting. This is whereby you just wake up and you start vomiting in the morning. So these signs can can just occur in the morning alone. By midday, you find that the signs have disappeared. Or sometimes you might find that you might experience the morning sickness throughout your day. And sometimes there is a severe case whereby you experience nausea and vomiting, extreme cases of nausea and vomiting, in that anything that goes to your stomach comes out through vomiting. So in this situation, you need to go to the hospital so that you can be given medication which will help you to manage the condition, because of you not because of the excessive vomiting. This will affect your nutrition and can make your health be severe, or your health to become complicated due to malnutrition. One of the early signs that will indicate that you are pregnant is breast changes. So the changes in your breast can indicate that maybe you are 2 to 3 days pregnant. So this occurs in this way. You'll find that there's a feeling of tenderness in your breast. You'll have tender breasts. Tender breasts is whereby you find that there's some feeling of pain in your breast areas when you touch your breast. You will also have some feeling of your breast being fullness. You'll feel fullness of your breast. Also, you might find that there's a darkening of the areola. Areola is the area, the small area surrounding the nipple. You'll find it that there's some changes in its color, whereby it will darken in color. On the list, we also have food aversion and food craving. So pregnant women always have an increased appetite. This is because the body has this increased need. The body wants to increase the foods and the nutrients in the body so that it can support pregnancy. So you'll find that you'll have extreme sense of hunger. You might just have eaten, but you just want to eat all the time. You just want to eat any food that comes on your way. You might eat, you might take breakfast, you become full, but when you see ugali, when you see rice, when you see fish, when you see oranges, when you see bananas, when you see cassavas, you just want to eat anything that comes on your way. You just keep eating. Even when you are already full, you just have that need to continue eating. You might also have this something we call the food craving. This is whereby you develop a high desire or high liking to certain food. You might just crave for you just want to eat oranges only. You just eat oranges only. You might also crave for non-food items. This is whereby you find that there's some women who start eating soil. They just want to go and pick a brick somewhere, or pick a stone somewhere, or pick a soil somewhere, so that they can eat that soil. The craving can also occur in different items, including charcoal. You might just find somebody eating charcoal, or eating pieces of food, or eating non-food items because of the craving of these foods. You might also find that your body just wants one type of food. You might just wake up in the middle of the night and you just want to eat, let's say, a potato. You just tell your husband that I need a potato just right now or in this moment. So that is what food craving, and it is an indication that you might be pregnant. On the topic of food, we also have something called the food aversion. This is whereby you develop a dislike in the kinds of food which you really enjoyed when you were not pregnant. Let's say you are a fan of beef and ugali or beef with rice, but the moment you're pregnant, you do not want to see these kinds of food. You do not want to see them, you do not want to hear them, you do not want to see them anywhere around you. When In some circumstances, you might find that whenever you meet somebody eating these kinds of food which you have developed a dislike, you might even develop feelings of nausea, and sometimes you might also vomit. And you do not want anybody to mention these kinds of food, or you do not want to meet these kinds of food. One day you might just be walking in the marketplace, and when you see the food being sold, maybe you see oranges, you see the bananas, or you see somebody eating, let's say, omena. You just don't want to see them eating that kinds of food. So this might be an indication that you are pregnant. Another sign of pregnancy is having acute sense of smell. So this is whereby you find that women become extremely sensitive to certain kinds of smell or certain kinds of odors. So this woman was not sensitive to these smells when she was not in normal day-to-day circumstance, but you find that she is extremely sensitive to these kinds of smell. So sometimes you might find that they develop a lot of headaches. They develop dizziness whenever you present these kinds of smells to them. So this happens because of the hormonal changes in their body, which makes them to be extremely sensitive to certain kinds of smell. So this is whereby you find that the woman does not want to be in the presence of certain odors. This can be certain fruits. The woman does not like the smell of oranges. She does not like the smell of, let's say, cassavas. She does not like the smell of omena. She does not like just certain kinds of smell. She might also become sensitive to your perfumes, or the perfumes which she herself liked most. So you find that she does not want to have any perfumes around her. On the other hand, you might find that they might also develop a like to certain kinds of smell. So she used to dislike certain smell of certain foods, smells of certain clothes. She dislikes smell of petrol. She dislikes different things. But at this moment, you find that she wants to be in the presence of these smells. The woman might tell you that she's craving. Your wife might tell you that she just want to smell, let's say, petrol, a petrol or diesel. She just want that smell. Whenever she is in the presence of the diesel smell, she just feel okay and she feels good. She might just wake up in the middle of the night. They always tell you that it is not me, it is the baby who wants to to it is the baby who wants to that kinds of smell. So she might tell you that I just want to smell your boxers or your innerwears. I just want to have a smell of omena. Or she might just wake you up in the middle of the night. She tells you, go and bring me kerosene, because she likes these kinds of smell, because of the hormonal changes which has made her to like these kinds of smell. Sometimes they develop very weird kinds of smell. They like very weird kind of smell. So this is a sign. This is one of the signs that can indicate that you are already pregnant. Another sign of pregnancy is frequent urination. So when you become pregnant, you will find that your body will increase the intake of fluids. your body wants to increase the intake of fluids, and the body will try to increase the volume of blood because it is trying to create something new. So these are the things which will help in the supporting of your baby. That's why you find that because your body has a high intake of fluids, you will find that your kidneys will be overworking, or will work extra hard so that they can eliminate the excessive volume of fluids in your body. So this is whereby you find that you will have frequent urination because of your kidneys are overworking, and on the other hand, your body is also increasing the intake of fluids. So you might experience an increase in frequency of urination. You just wake up in the 4 times at night, or you urinate let's say 10 times during the day or 10 times during the night, and this can affect your ability to get sufficient amount of sleep. Another sign of pregnancy is mood swings. This is a common sign of pregnancy. So, and this is always among the first signs of pregnancies. So this, because of the hormonal changes, the increase in the production of different kinds of hormones which support pregnancies, you might find that there's a change in the moods. You find that your girlfriend or your wife becomes extremely angry. She's always angry every time. She's angry at you, she's angry at her parents, she's angry at the neighbors, she's angry at the people at work. She's just angry. She does not want anything to do with other people. And sometimes the woman might develop positive feelings toward people. You might find that maybe they were not in good blood, they were not relating well with their husbands, they were not relating well with their sisters, they were not relating well with their neighbors. You might find that your woman is extremely joyous. She's very happy. She just wakes up when she's on her good moods. She's just happy with everyone. She's happy with you. She's happy with everybody, and she's always happy all the time. So the mood swings does not only indicate that she becomes moody, or she becomes sad, or she develops dislike to anybody. Some pregnancies might make you to have positive moods, whereby maybe you find this. There's somewhere I saw that a man was complaining that her pregnant wife, had developed feelings for her neighbor's husband. Yes, she suddenly just started developing feelings towards her neighbor's husband. So the husband was complaining that my wife used to dislike this man, but nowadays she likes this man, and she saw them hugging, and she's always positive whenever she sees the neighbor's husband. So that might be the changes that might be some of the changes that might show you that your girlfriend or your wife is pregnant. So with that said, I've come to the end of my video, whereby I've shared about the different signs and the 5 signs which might indicate that you need to do a pregnancy test so that you can ascertain your possibility of becoming pregnant. We have some women who do not experience these signs. We have some women who just they only realize they're pregnant the moment when they see their stomach enlarging, their abdomen becoming large. That's when they realize that they are pregnant. But majority of women out here have these signs and symptoms which I have talked about in this video. So these signs can help you make decisions, can help you to plan on how to take care of your kid, and can make you know that you are pregnant so that you can do your necessary planning and preparation of pregnancy. So with that said, I've come to the end of my video. I just want to remind you to please subscribe, to like and share the video. Let me hear your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. So please don't leave this video without putting a comment down in the comment section below. Let me hear your thoughts about the things which I've discussed. Have you ever seen somebody with these signs which I've mentioned here? Or are you suspecting that maybe there's a sign which I've talked about here, and you're suspecting either your friend or your wife or your neighbor is pregnant? Let me hear your thoughts in the comment section below. So with that said, let's meet in my other video.